Welcome to another video. It is a bright, sunny, and worst of all, early Tuesday morning. We're here at Hollywood Studios because we heard they got some pins. So let's check it out and see what came out today. Here's what we're working with. I think the only new release is Scar. Bummer. Say it ain't so. For the second Tuesday in a row, I woke up very early and no good pins came out. I don't know what's going on. I guess 15 pins are gonna release next Tuesday, which I guess I better start saving my pennies because that's gonna be a tough day for the budget. But the only pin that came out was this one today, the Scar, which we saw on social media on our way here that this is all that we saw in the parks, but we picked it up. I don't particularly love it, but like I said last week, we drove this far, woke up this early, I gotta get something. And then I don't think it's new, but the Starbucks pin we saw for the first time in there, so we picked this up. Pretty cool pin, but we're gonna make our way around the park, look at some boards, and eventually end up over at Epcot, hopefully, so stick around for that. All right, here are our traders for the day. Let's see how many of these we can swap out. This Chip and Dale's cute, but looks like it's seen better days.
This looks like a cheese Mickey.
Alright, this is our last chance to find a single pin in Hollywood Studios before we head to Epcot. The boards have been a little lackluster so far.
Nothing for us.
That's going to be it for our time at Hollywood Studios. Not a lot of pin action here today, but it's a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky, a little warm for 9:45 in the morning, but it's May in Florida, so you really can't complain about that. So let's see if we have a little more luck at Epcot. I don't know if we're gonna do much pin board perusing. I think we're just gonna set up in the new pin trading area for a couple hours and see what happens.
But did you want to do the one at a time or one harder one? Or try one harder one?
What do you want to do?
Because like I'm very flexible. If you try a harder one and you don't know it, you can switch to a different harder one or switch to the individuals. I'm flexible.
Okay, let's try the hard one.
Yeah,
I like that
okay.
mentality. So give me a number from 1 to 24.
You got a number?
20.
20. Oh, this one might be my easiest of the hard ones. So back in 1994, right before Toy Story came out, 4 animators and writers from Pixar got together and had a lunch where they sketched 4 ideas onto a napkin. What were those ideas? Pixar.
Oh, okay.
Pixar.
Nemo.
That was one of them, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was early 2000s.
That's one.
Bugs Life is not.
Bugs
No, it is
Life.
Yes, it's Bugs Life.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's the second one. There's 2 more.
What else? What else?
The Incredibles?
Not The Incredibles.
Okay, that was
That's, which, like, when I have an Incredibles pin, one of my trivias is that that's the first Pixar movie to bring someone outside of Pixar to handle it. So the writing, directing, that was all handled by someone who wasn't a part of Pixar.
Monsters Inc.
Yes,
Monsters
that's one
Inc.
of- yeah, so
Good
one
one,
more,
good
more.
one.
It's the movie that when this movie came out, I want to say the teaser trailers, but just trailers in general, advertised this lunch, saying that they drew these ideas down and that this was the last idea to become a movie. That's how I thought of this question. It's like I remembered it deep in my mind, like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that trailer when I was like 14. So this movie.
Would it be Ratatouille?
Close. Right after Ratatouille.
Right after.
It's Wall-E.
Wall-E,
All right. You got it?
sweet.
All right, so
The Mercy.
Okay, they turned around. Yeah, I think that one's my easiest one. So this is what I got.
Ooh,
for my
very
mysteries.
cool. Want to do the Munchling?
Yeah, Munchling.
see that.
My one for this one,
Let him
I call
pick.
it a joke disguised as trivia. I say, this is the worst part of Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's like the gargoyle.
All right, do you have a preference since you got some
Oh, so
sweet pins?
any of these?
Any of those, yeah, or these.
Ooh, or these?
Yeah, any.
Wow.
Any.
I am drawn to. Oh, we got an Ironheart pin. Ooh. I think I have to take the Ironheart pin.
Okay.
If you're okay with it.
Absolutely, yes.
Whatever you're willing to part with.
No,
Thank you for the trivia.
The Tui pin. That's cute.
Super cute. Cute orange bird. Oh, look at that one. Pain and Panic. It's a pretty neat one.
It's trade for that.
What are you gonna trade for? Maybe the bunny.
That one might be fake, so I think the bunny would be a fair trade.
Well, these are all supposed to be real from the lady that we got it from.
Right. But I care the least
But
about
it is
that.
cute. It is cute.
Oh yeah, that's fake.
Cute.
Alright, so we are posted up in the new pin trading store at Epcot. It's 10:51. There might be some hope at the end of this dark tunnel today for pins. So the completer of the Fairy Tale Moments pin is supposed to drop at 11. And then this pin, which I knew nothing about, is also supposed to drop at 11. This one's definitely priority. And then this one would be nice. This one's limited edition, I think 1,000, 1,250. Oh no, 2,150. And then this one is limited edition 2,400. So actually, they both are going to go super quick. I don't really know what to do. I don't know. But anyway, 8 minutes from now, we'll know what happens. If I can just get one of these, that would be fantastic. I'll keep you up to date. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. I got the 2 Poos. My wife got the 2 Jasmines.
So pretty.
So pretty. Unexpected turn in a rather uneventful pin day. Sweet.
I think that one sold out now.
Yes, it is.
And this one is not yet.
Well, it says add to bag, but it's sold out.
Oh, maybe.
But... Oh, hey, no, wait. So let me check out. I already bought some, but just for the sake of
Yeah,
the example,
this one's
out of stock. Wow.
sold out.
Cool.
Hey, Mike. Thank you.
Since all the tables are currently occupied, this is our spot in the shade. So, not bad. Right in front of the jungle and Connections Cafe. But so we're trading all these guys for all these guys. I think my biggest trade ever.
So we're trading our 2 Stitch and Scrumps for this cute little Marie.
And a Stitch snack attack.
Yes, they're all mine. So you can have whatever you want. No even ask.
Sorry, that's a bad.
Thank you so much. Do I have that one? No. So Sorcerer Mickey hat? For the Pumbaa. Does that help you finish your set?
I just finished it.
Oh, perfect. Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I like the folio one with the straps on them.
that's cool.
Hey, Kronk.
Oh, yeah.
I even have a one for Crocs for the I had to wear my walking shoes.
Sweating today.
Cute Oliver.
I usually think Crocs are fine, but after like walking around here, it's just too much.
Another Oliver and Company.
Yeah, super cute. There's Hercules.
Hercules and Jesus.
We don't want to
So we're trading these three for these three. Alright, we're trading these two guys for the Donald Chaser. Sweet.
This is a cool collection.
And now the Raiders. Look, Alice really loved that.
Can we do Chicken Little and Oliver? The Oliver plush? Oh, thank you. You want to take them out?
Oh yeah. Take them off?
You could just
absolutely.
remove those ones.
So Chicken Little in the cat, right?
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure.
And then she's taking our Tiana and Tango. Rapunzel.
We've been set up for probably an hour, and we've done a lot of trades, but not for a lot of keepers. We only have 4 on our little keepsies board, so it's been fun, but no like incredible pins that we can't live without today. Just a lot of like swap for swap, set for set kind of stuff, but well, actually not really, but you know, just trading pins that we would trade for pins we would trade. But it's been fun, and under the shade, it has been pleasant because it is brutal out there in the heat. All right, so we are getting these guys, and we are trading
These two. Thank you guys. Look at all these Maries.
Alright, we're trading the Great Mouse Detective for a good old Toy Story.
Dash is really cute. Hey, look, duck.
I forgot to get a clip of it, but I traded that orange Donald pin. I'll try to put it on the screen maybe, for this guy. I like him. I'm not doing this set, but now I kind of want to.
Gonna trade this one
Like that was the whole idea.
for this from Finding Nemo. Cute.
Alright, so we traded our Alice pop pin for Teacher's Day.
Gonna do Pooh Bear for the Cinderella. That one. And then
You guys have a lot of cool pins.
they do.
How long have you been collecting?
A while. They're more the traders, and
Yeah,
I'm more like I like just walking around and finding.
it's fun. Alright, we traded away this guy for these 3. Alright, we're calling it quits for the day. Not a bad couple hours of pin trading. Didn't get a ton of trades, especially in the beginning. Towards the end, we did a little bit better, but it was fun, as always. And this new spot is so much better than sitting on the ground under Spaceship Earth. I still didn't see anybody over there, though. Maybe in the winter, that'll be a nice spot. We are home now. I'm going to show you all the pins we traded for. But first, just some thoughts on the pins today. 2 weeks in a row of waking up way too early and driving to the parks, and there not being any great pins. I don't know. I mean, look, Disney's got a bajillion trillion dollars. They obviously know what they're doing, but it seems strange to release basically 2 pins in the parks in the last 2 weeks and then drop 25 pins on the last Tuesday of the month. I didn't plan for that. I'm gonna have to come up with some money because all the pins are coming out next Tuesday, apparently. I mean, I don't know for sure, but the ones that we've gotten so far and the ones that are left, make me think that all of those are going to come out on Tuesday. So we'll see. I'm going to try to maybe put on the screen all the pins that are still yet to have come out. But we did score some really cool pins online today. We got both of the online releases today. We got the Winnie the Pooh Fairy Tales pin, and then we also got the Aladdin slider pin. So I'm super excited for that. That was a win. But yeah, overall, kind of just a confusing pin day. And then as far as trading goes, we weren't there as long as usual, but still not a great day of trading either. But I'm going to show you everything we got today, and then we'll wrap this thing up. So starting off with boards and cast member trades, I showed you how we started. This is how we are finishing. We made 2 trades. So this was the mystery pin, the cast member trivia pin, sorry. And then this was a pin that I got off of a board. I'm 90% sure it's fake, but it is a pretty cool pin. But not a lot of trades on the boards today. And then, like I already showed you, here are the 2 pins that we purchased today. The ink series is, it's cool, but it's also kind of boring. It's just black and white. You'll notice if you go to the parks a lot, these don't sell out fast. So I don't know. I want to love it, but it's kind of hard. But like I said earlier, I put too much effort into not buy the pin. And then this one, I don't know when this one came out. Maybe it's been out. I just never noticed it. I'm not sure, but we came to the parks expecting to buy pins, so we were desperate to buy something. This one's pretty cool. It looks kind of faded and washed out, but I like it. Sorcerer Mickey is always cool. And then here are all the trades that we did. So just some bigger ones. Traded for this guy, and I forget exactly what we traded for this, but I showed you already, I hope. And then also this guy was a pretty good trade. I think you can still buy this pin in the parks. So starting off our traders with these guys, nothing particularly special about these pins. I thought this one was kind of cool, DVC pin. And then I think this is probably part of the Sleeping series, but I've never seen it before, but it's a really cute pin. And then Princess Pastry, those are always cool. And then here is the rest of our traders. So as you saw, this was part of a 3-way trade. Well, I guess not really a 3-way trade, but we traded the Christmas Donald Chaser for 3 pins. This was one of them. It says Here Comes Trouble, and it's like a Pirates of the Caribbean Pluto crossover. Big fan of crossovers. And then I think, don't tell my wife, but I think I might want to start collecting Hercules pins, so started our little collection of those today. Another Pirates pin. Really, really cool Sword in the Stone pin. And then my wife traded for Marie this really cute Loungefly Winnie the Pooh and a Munchling Winnie the Pooh. And I guess that was it. I kind of forgot, but there's nothing in here. That was it. That was all of our trades today. And I said don't tell my wife because I'm already collecting like 7 things and she's collecting 2, Pooh and Marie, so I already feel bad keeping a lot of pins, but come on, Hercules is cool. But that was it. That was everything we did today, everything we traded for today. I'm really looking forward to next week. My bank account is not, but I think we'll get a lot more pins next Tuesday. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.